Hey gorgeous people, hope you're having a great Friday and jumping on here with today's live video, doing a quick fast one this morning, but I really just wanted to share this. Part of living a really happy, healthy life is feeling good in your body. And if you've got pain in your body, you'll know how much that can kind of wear you down emotionally, mentally. It makes us irritable, short-tempered, makes it harder to emotionally regulate our emotions. But not only that, it adds to the stress within our body. And this is like such a critical thing. And often people can end up with a lot of low back pain, hip pain, ankle pain, knee pain, shoulder pain. And I want to share something with you that I literally stumbled across recently because it's made such a big difference to my life. As you can see from my post, like it's reduced my pain from 7 out of 10 to 0 out of 10, which is obviously super significant. And it wasn't that was a chronic 7 out of 10. It would come and go, but it was multiple times in the day. Good morning, beautiful Erica. Lovely to have you on. And as you guys know, like I love sharing tips, ideas, things that can really help you out to shift and change both mentally, emotionally, and physically as well. So that's why I want to share this particular thing with you. Don't mind, the sun's like dappling through the tree here. It's really beautiful as the sun's rising this morning. So I hope you've had a great start to your day. Now, this is a strange contraption, right? This is what I wanted to share with you guys. This is actually called the hip hook. Now, what this actually does is this part here goes on the inside of the hip, and the reason why this is so valuable is that we have two muscles around that particular area. There's a lot of other muscles as well, but in particular there's two muscles, and that's the psoas and the iliacus, or iliacus, so it depends on like how how you like to pronounce that particular muscle. Now the psoas, this is why this is so important. The psoas is actually related to or on the kidney meridian when we're talking about Chinese meridians and energy flow throughout the body. Now the reason why that's so significant is the kidney meridian, every single meridian within the acupuncture system, which is like, it was a major part of like what I was studying and helping clear through kinesiology. The kidney meridian has a theme of this is where we store stress or we store fear. So when we are feeling fearful, when we're feeling stressed, the psoas often shortens and tightens, and often can rotate the pelvis, pulling the pelvis out of alignment. Now, as with everything, if your car is out of alignment, you know, the rubber on the tires wear unevenly. This is the same thing that happens to our joints, where the knees might be compensating or one hip might be compensating. And I had a continual pattern of having left glute issues, left pain issues and everything else, but it was actually due to my right iliacus and psoas muscle being pulled so tightly. And this little beautiful machine here, it's not even a machine, it's just literally something that you lie on for 60 to 90 seconds a day on both sides. And there's a couple of other exercises that you do, and you also release the other sides of the glute muscles using this fun ball, which can be extremely interestingly painful to begin with, depending on how tight you are, but it really makes such a huge difference in really releasing those muscles and allowing the pelvis to come back into alignment. And I would highly recommend, if you are having substantial hip pain, knee pain, where predominant my pain was actually predominantly coming from, was actually in my SIJ, which is the sacrum ilium joint, which is basically like right on the tailbone, and so I had a lot of radiating pain coming from there because of the pelvic misalignment. And the lady that created the hip hook also has an amazing book called I think it's called Tight Hip, Twisted Core, because it's like, if you think about like when one side is pulling tighter, and what she talks about is often there's one side that's really exceptionally tight, and for me that was my right side. Good morning, Karen, great to have you on, honey. Say good morning if you're on here. I'm not sure how sometimes Facebook doesn't show me everybody who's jumping on, so this is really helpful, guys. And by grabbing, I think it's like $129 US, but if you're like me and you've been consistently going to the chiro and the massage therapist and acupuncture perhaps, I haven't been doing acupuncture, but I've definitely done regular massage and regular chiro, and it would always help, but it would never actually clear the pattern fully. And I had to do a lot of kind of like therapy and things like that on really activating my left glute, because as you can tell, like if your pelvis is out of alignment, one side's going to be ultra tight and the other side is going to be slack because of the misplacement of the way that it's kind of pulling, which you know, I definitely attribute. Hey Fee, great to have you on, honey. Good morning, Christy, lovely to see you on here. Hey Kate, lovely to have you on here too, doll. So if you are an avid exerciser, or perhaps, you know, you feel like you haven't been able to exercise because you've got either hip pain, knee pain, or something going on, you know, I definitely recommend, you know, like getting that checked out. A lot of physiotherapists will work on the psoas muscle, but not necessarily the iliacus. And it's really hard to get to simply because it's on the inside, like it's literally on the inside of the pelvic bowl. So it's quite a difficult muscle to get to, which is why the hip hook is so beneficial. Now, before mine arrived, I actually used a tennis ball on that hip. So literally just to demonstrate, and I know this is way bigger than a tennis ball, but it's like literally putting it on your hip here. I don't know whether you guys can see, putting it there and actually laying on that. For me, initially, that was just excruciating. So I was really pleased that I did that for a couple of weeks before my hip hook actually arrived, because I don't think I would have even been able to lay on it. That's how tight mine was. And I know just even as a teenager, because often these residual patterns in the body have been there for a long time, and so the body gets really, really used to like compensating. And so then when something else goes, so, you know, you might be compensating the right shoulder and then, you know, the hip, and so the whole body ends up like tightening and pulling in different ways that it's actually not meant to, and it really impacts your functional movement, your strength, your power, your stamina. But not only that, like the physical pain that you experience every day. And really important if you've got some really good health goals this year as well, to really get that stuff sorted, to get back into alignment, because as you know, if you've been following me for any length of time, alignment is key. When we're aligned, you think about a car and how a car runs. You know, when it's aligned, you know, you can go faster, more efficiently, you can brake more effectively. Like there's all those things where you have more awareness, greater clarity. The car just runs like a whole lot better, and we are no different. And in fact, a lot of people spend a whole lot more money on taking care of their car than they do their body. So it's super important. Good morning, Anne. Lovely to have you on, darling. Hey, Michelle. Lovely to have you on too. So really important, guys, to check that out. If you missed the start of this, this is the beautiful thing that I was talking about. I rarely do kind of like, there's no affiliation link, there's none of that. I just love the product. It's made such a difference in my life, and I rarely you know, jump on and do like product endorsements, but this one I'm really yeah, like I said, it's made a significant difference, and it really comes back to really understanding that whole mind, body and soul connection. Like when we're stressed, the iliacus, the psoas will tense up because it is on that kidney meridian. I can't remember off the top of my head which meridian the iliacus is on, but is so important. Yes, absolutely, Michelle, it's so important, darling. Like, yeah, it just impacted my life significantly. So that's why, you know, I really wanted to reach out to you guys, because like I said, it does impact emotionally, physically, mentally, all those things. And this is, you know, a lot of the stuff that we cover off on mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually in my Thrive program as well, which is just invaluable in really getting to the root cause of your health problems. Because as you know, if you followed me for any time, we also look at the metaphysical, what is the emotional and the mental patterns that are going on. The body is an amazing messenger for the body as well. Hey Lee, great to have you on here. I think, sorry, I can't read that. Oh, Lisa, sorry, honey. I'm thinking there's a runner that I know, and I was thinking, yes, this would be very good for anyone that runs, anybody that bikes, anybody that's in a seated position for quite some time as well. Good morning, Jerry. Great to have you on here as well. Sorry, Lisa, I haven't got my glasses on, so I do apologize. So we cover off on a lot of stuff in the Thrive program as well. I've experimented with so much stuff over the years. Not only am I passionate about it, for my own well-being, but I really love sharing this stuff with everybody else. So passionate about really helping people to understand, like I said, that mental and emotional patterning, because the body is such an amazing messenger for the soul. And honestly, you know, like, we get feathers, we get bricks, and then we get trucks, guys. So like, if you aren't taking the time to really listen to those messages, for me, you know, the right hip being completely up front and open, the right hip is, you know, the hips are all about your core stability in life. Hey, how stable do you feel in life? And if you've got like tightness in one, it means you're pushing forward with you know, too much effort in a particular area where you've got tightness, you've got contraction, or maybe you've got like a little bit of fear going on there. And right side is masculine. And I have a very overdeveloped masculine side of myself that really likes to control things, that really likes to kind of push forward. I don't know, like, some of you ladies might also resonate with that as well. But it's really understanding, yeah, we need that real emotional balance. And then obviously, if the left side is weaker or not activating, where am I not activating my feminine power? Where am I not activating, you know, or listening to my inner emotions? And I do a lot of inner work, as you guys would know. But again, it's just a really good reminder for myself, you know, hang on a second, I need to step back, I need to slow down, I need to pause, breathe, come into myself, tap into my inner emotions instead of constantly pushing forward with that right side masculine energy as well. So I truly hope that's really helped you guys. Like I said, we discuss all the metaphysical stuff, what's actually really going on at a deep root cause for you, physically, mentally, and emotionally, in the Thrive program, and also spiritually get you connected back to you. Often when we're rushed, we're stressed, we're focusing on everybody else's needs, we often put ourselves way at the back of the line, and it actually is, it does our relationships a huge disservice. Because when that's happening, when we consistently put other people in front of our own self-care and taking care of ourselves and feeling good and being able to emotionally regulate, when you are so tired and exhausted and you're burnt out, often there's anger and resentment attached to that. Often we're impatient with our kids. Often we don't have either the time or the energy to really be present with our partners and give them all that we really can. And, you know, they miss out on the best of us. And I really believe, you know, that's not a fair thing either. And it doesn't lead to continual, healthy, wonderful, you know, intimate relationships with loads of passion, chemistry, joy, happiness, not to mention, you know, just your everyday happiness, moving through life, feeling absolutely freaking incredible. Like, we all deserve to feel like that. So if that resonates for you, or you're like, holy crap, like, I know I've got some patterns going on in my body, I know that there's some stuff that I really need to sort out, perhaps you're a little bit scared to kind of delve into the emotional side, it will get louder, guys. And I don't mean that in an awful way of, you know, manifesting something or whatever, but the body is so kind. It sends these messages, and like I said, there's the feather, it's a small message, it's, you know, something aching or something small, and then you get the brick, which is something bigger, and then you end up having the Mack truck experience, which you know, is a huge illness, disease, or something else where we haven't taken the time to really stop, tune in and listen. Where are we going off path? What's going on here? Where are we not happy in our life, or where are we constantly stressed or chronically fatigued? And it's really, really important to take care of that for ourselves as well. So loads of love to you all. If this has been helpful for you, or if you've got somebody that you know that is experiencing perhaps some back pain or hip pain, you can imagine, like, if the hips are out of alignment, that's our core stability out of alignment, mentally, emotionally, physically. So definitely I will pop the link for this beautiful little contraption that I was just demonstrating before. I will pop that below. Like I said, there's no affiliate link or kickback for me or anything. I am just really passionate about helping people move forward, living a pain-free and really awesome, amazing life where they feel connected, emotionally regulated, have mastered their emotions, because that is what not only brings all this amazing stuff into our life, but yeah, every day is a mini version of our life. And if you're not feeling happy on a day-to-day basis, you know, that's a lifetime if you don't do anything about it. So big love to you all. Have an amazing day. Send me a PM if you want to find out more about my Thrive program, and I'll pop the link below for the hip hook as well. Have a great day, guys. Loads of love. Bye.